Regarded as one of the greatest boxers of the 20th century, Alexis Arguello was a talisman for the sport in his home country of Nicaragua. In retirement, he moved into politics and became mayor of the capital, Managua, in 2008. It was a position he held until his sudden death a year later, which was ruled as suicide. Arguello's gym still stands in the rough San Judas barrio, and it was here that Nicaragua's current boxing great learnt his craft.
I used to train with a bag of milk. We would empty it and put sand into the bag, and I'd punch it. A year or so after that, I joined Alexis Arguello's gym in San Judas. I met Alexis, and that's when my amateur career began. Alexis taught me so much. He was like a father to me. He gave me advice and made me cry too. As a boxer, I had good times and a few difficult moments with him. But I think that if you follow the advice of your teacher, in general, you can learn so much in life.
Román González is considered pound for pound as the best boxer in the world. Competing in boxing's lowest weight divisions, he's won all 45 of his fights. The 5'3" fighter was introduced to the sport by his father, Luis.
We used to organise little fights amongst the local kids on a plot of land at my mum's place. We didn't have any proper boxing gloves. The gloves we used were electrician's gloves, the ones they used for attaching lights. My son would box the other kids, and you could see his quality. He had a great left hand even back then. He could beat the other kids his own age, and even those older than him. He'd go for the body and just leave them doubled up on the ground.
It wasn't long before those backyard brawls caught the attention of Alexis Arguello, and a 15-year-old Román was invited to train at his gym, where he was given the nickname El Chocolatito, or Little Chocolate. Román's father had fought under the nickname Chocolate. Training under the great Arguello, who was a world champion at 3 different weights, Román learnt from the best. His natural talent was honed, and soon Román knew that boxing would provide an escape route out of poverty.
Growing up, sometimes I didn't have anything to eat or anything to drink. I think this encouraged me to fight. I always had a natural hunger, and I could see that my family was going through difficult times. I watched my mum wash and iron the neighbours' clothes, and I never liked that. It really motivated me to keep working hard and improving as a boxer.
Román made his professional debut in 2005, aged 18, and he triumphed easily. He would then go on to win his next 15 fights by a stoppage, winning the Nicaraguan light flyweight title along the way.
He's a natural. Everyone knows that he's a natural. Alexis taught him to move his feet and to work on his hooks. He absorbed everything. He took it all in. People can see that he's just like a small version of Alexis Arguello. And that's clear to anyone who watches him fight.
11 years on from his pro debut, and a 29-year-old Román is now a 3-weight world champion, having secured the minimum weight, light flyweight and flyweight titles. Nicaraguan sports TV host René Pineda has watched the irresistible rise of El Chocolatito.
He is certainly not your average boxer. He's a boxer who is way above that in terms of what fight fans are used to. He's someone who defends himself by going on the attack. He moves so quickly that you can't land shots on him, and then he just unloads on his opponent.
René has countless discussions about Román on his daily show En La Zona. There are also endless debates as to who's the greatest boxer, Román or Alexis Arguello.
He still doesn't have the status of Alexis Arguello, nor the charisma that Alexis had. But I'd say that he's on his way to something very special. I think that he is a boxer who has achieved many things in a very short space of time, something which Arguello never did.
With the retirement of Floyd Mayweather Jr., Román is widely regarded as boxing's current pound-for-pound king. El Chocolatito is honoured by the accolade, but it's not something that the humble man from the Barrios dwells on.
I try not to think about the fact that I'm rated as the #1. All I focus on is fighting. Every time I step into the ring, I have to prove myself. I'm the champion and no one can beat me right now. When I'm in the ring, I think of this and it helps me to win the fight. My opponent must share the same fate as all of the others who have faced me. That is my mindset when I'm fighting.
Román's last victory came in April when he won a unanimous points decision in California against the highly rated Puerto Rican fighter McWilliams Arroyo. It was the 4th successful defence of his WBC flyweight crown. El Chocolatito's next fight takes place this weekend, again at the Inglewood Forum in California. He's stepping up in weight to face Mexico's undefeated super flyweight world champion Carlos Cuadras. If Román is to win, then he'll become a 4-weight world champion, going one better than his mentor Alexis Arguello.
I think that a boxer can be born with talent, but you have to train hard to become better and fitter. If you don't do this, then all that will happen is that you'll get tired, you'll lose concentration, and you'll lose focus. Eventually, you'll be on the end of punches, and it will only be a matter of time before you get knocked out.